One. Hi everyone, I'm Christine Josti of Mail Something Pretty, and I want to show you these really adorable, but I think so, vintage or country or whatever your descriptor is, these birdhouse cards. I think they're sweet. So it shows you some texture in the background. You also have a little texture from the paper. I don't know if you can see, but I also texturized this bottom part with like a little wood grain and have things at different levels. So it's kind of a fun card. And then I love the stamp set says, hoping you have the best day ever. And then this one, I turned a birthday card and I stamped a little bird on the front. So you can certainly add a bird on the front like that too. So this was my first kind of take of the card, and then I changed it up a little bit, but I did add a bird right there. You can see I stamped right directly on the paper here that I used the postage, I think they're just called postage, perennial postage dies. So you have the option, you can stamp directly on it or you can do a little texture. So I was kind of having fun with it, and then I used the two different papers. So this paper is from the Country Woods paper, and it's all different woods. So this is this paper, and then this one is this paper. But you have all different. Look at that, beautiful different kind of painted, and some are natural woods paper. So I don't know. I love all the wood grains. So it's kind of a fun pack to use. And then the stamp set, which and the dies, where are they? They're right behind me. Here we go. Sorry, I thought I had it on my table. So here's the stamp set. Ooh, good, I didn't drop it. And I have dies that match. Here we go. So it's called Country Birdhouse, and I can show you because it's like a super sweet. So here's a tip of the catalog. We're still getting used to this new catalog, and things are sometimes not exactly where we want them to be. So I have, this is what my favorite page is. It looks a little boring, but it's very helpful. I have this marked off. This is the index. So everything is adhesives that tell you what all those pages are. All the embellishments are listed, which pages, all of the dies. Look at all those dies. Tells you where to find them. The embossing folders, which we'll use in a second. Ink and coloring, paper, all broken down, which papers, punches, ribbons, all the stamp sets. So I know that this, it says Country Birdhouse. So that's on page 51. So, and then all the tools. So I'm really using this because I'm not familiar yet with where anything is in this catalog, but that's kind of okay because of the index. All right, here we go. So it's like a super sweet. So this is the paper. There's another paper that kind of matches too. And so this is the stamp set. And then this is another stamp set, and they all work together, I think. Sometimes, yeah. There's a whole bunch of samples. So tons and tons of samples. So you can color in all the birdhouse, or like I did, I just use all cutouts. I've seen people who, and I will, because that's what I thought of at first, is making this birdhouse into a 3D project. So there's lots and lots to do with it. So I just wanted to show you where to find it, plus how to use this awesome index. So actually, I'm going to use it now. So I use this embossing folder, and I'm now starting to write the names of the embossing folders on the embossing folder because I can never remember what they're called. So I don't know what this one's called. So page 129 says embossing folders. So I'm going to go to page 129, and here they all are. So it's number 4, dotted circles 3D. So I'm actually just with a Sharpie going to write it, dotted circles 3D. So now I will remember what it's called. More importantly, when I'm doing a video, you'll see what it's called. So you'll know what it is. Okay. So you get lots of pieces for this birdhouse. So you have, like, we're going to use this stand piece, but you can use it this way. You can use it this way. You can use it as a decorative. You can hang your birdhouse with a bow if you want, or use that bow for something else. You get a bunch of flowers. as well as cut up like the outlines of flowers. These are standalone flowers. You get 3 different roofs if you want. So this one I used the 3 different pieces of the roof. The one I'm going to make now, I'm just going to use 2. You get leaves, you get a bird cutout, the house, and then this extra piece here. And then you get this circle, which is not this circle. So I used it to cut the circle, but it cuts the whole circle plus it cuts this little dot out. And I'm not quite sure why it does that, but you can certainly put them together so it sticks together. I use this dot and I put mine below. So this particular circle is from the Stylish Shapes, but I just wanted to point that out. So I will figure out why, and I'm sure it was with intention, of why when you cut it out, it's just like a ring. Haven't figured that out yet. Okay, so let's put this card together. So I'm going to use for my card base Misty Moonlight, and that's just a regular card base. There's no stamping, there's no embossing, it's just a plain card base. But where the texture comes in, and I already cut it out, I use the Perennial Postage die. So this, I believe, is the biggest one, and I'm going to texturize it. And so for Club, I didn't texturize theirs first yet because I didn't know if they wanted to stamp a little greeting. On this one, I put the texture behind it, but everyone liked the texture on here, so I'm just going to do that right now with my dotted circles 3D embossing folder. All right, and this is awesome because I can do 2 at once because the circle is right in the middle, so I can have it so it goes this way, or if I had it on this side, circles go this way, or I could put it right in the middle, so then you get the circle, but I kind of like it off to the side. So it's kind of cool. They made these, they're like huge. So I'm going to line it up so it's kind of in the middle. Oh, actually, I can even use this line. Did you know that all embossing folders have this line? And so it's there, not just for their logo, but to actually use it to keep things straight. All right, so this is a 3D embossing folder. So I need my thick platform. This is going to go in. I like to put the folded edge in first, and then the dark gray, which I have labeled 3D. And the texture on this is just awesome. It's like so deep and rich. Hopefully you'll be able to get to see, but it's so like, it's beautiful. It's both sides, so you can use either side. I'm going to use that side, but that side's pretty too. So we'll be doing other techniques with this too. I think it'd be fun to kind of color the polka dots on other projects. So this, well, it's pretty. So this is Pool Party, and that is Misty Moonlight. So I'm just going to glue that directly down. I'm going to use more glue than I normally do because of all the texture. I'm actually going to kind of put some on the flat parts. And I'm just going to center that. It is bumpy. All right, and so all the other pieces are cut out right from the die. So this is the birdhouse. And this is the, I could leave it like that, or this piece can go on top. And I did put that through the wood grain. So that's going to go on top. And then I have one roof. I have a second roof, and I could have done a third, but I just did 2 for this one. And oh, here it is. Is that extra circle? This is the one I said I did out of Stylish Shapes, but you can use the one that it comes with. And then I have that other little circle. I'm thinking that's like the dowel that the bird sits on, and then the stand, and that's for the middle, the inside. So what I'm first going to do is actually glue that straight on. Oops. Straight on. So I'm actually going to put glue on this piece, and then I can line this right up. It also, where did my stamp set go? Happy birthday fits right in that too. So if you wanted to stamp happy birthday, maybe for a different card without the stand in the way, you can do that. And I forgot to point out, there's also a chain. So if you wanted to put like a chain stamp as well as some of the decorations. All right, so now I'm going to put my top roof. So I use basic gray. Rather than just glue it straight down, I'm going to use foam strips. They are, it's like a dimensional, but it's on this strip. So I'm going to put it towards the top. And I'll tell you why in 1 second. And you could use regular dimensionals, but the strips kind of work out nice because it's linear. So when I put this down, I'll have this little extra section. So then I can just slide that right in and there's room. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but on here there's like these little, there's like 3 little notches or indentations, and it's actually for the 3 different types of roofs. So this is the thickest one, so that will fits right in this notch, and there's a tiny little skinny one fits in that notch, and then this one, actually you can kind of even see this has a little edge to it, so it fits right in that notch if you were to put that on first. But I found it easy to do it this way. So I'm just going to line this up. Like that. And that looks nice. So even just one roof level is fine. And I'm going to add a little glue to this scalloped piece, and I'm just going to tuck mine under, but it does line up. Right in those notches. Like that. And then, like I said, if there's that extra thin piece, and that can fit right on top, or in between those 2 or on top of the scalloped one. But I just did 2 for this one. All right, so I'm going to put that on there. Do my best to center it. And then I'm going to put a tiny dab of glue. Actually, I'm going to use my tweezers to pick this up. Rather than put the glue on here, I think it's easier to put the glue on there and then just add that on top. Or you can use a glue dot too. All right, and so, isn't that a cute little birdhouse? Next, before we put that on here, so this is that stand. So you could have, like, the birdhouse could sit on the stand like that, or you could have it go like that. I decided to tuck mine in like that. And then someone even said, that looks like a music stand. So you could turn it into a music stand. So I just put a little glue there. I'm going to do my best to center it. Press down. I even left these alone. I didn't even glue those down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a little glue on here, and I'm going to glue that down. And I actually like it further than the pool party. Just then it's kind of like it's coming out of the ground, and then that's just the background. But I'm going to put dimensionals on the top part. So I'll show you. Because of all these bumps, I think the dimensionals are a good way of sticking them. All right, so the dimensionals are there. I'm going to add some glue right there. Take the backings off. All right, I'm going to put that down, hold that flat, and then just kind of tap the dimensional part, and then that will be flat like that. And then for the inside, you can do all sorts of things, but I love this, hoping you have the best day ever. I think that is good for so many different reasons, whether it be, you know, for a birthday or just a hello or even a thank you. I just really like it. I like the script. And then if you wanted to, you could leave it like that, or if you wanted to add a bird, since we do have a birdhouse, I'm gonna put my bird there. And then I think, since his feet are pretty flat and look like they are standing on something, there is this piece of wood right here. And my guess is maybe that's to, you know, you can make the birdhouse look wooden, but I'm using it to kind of, oh, what's the word? Anchor my bird. So that way, at least now it's not floating with straight feet. You know what I mean? So I just use crumb cake for that. You can use any color, but all right. So now I'm going to use my blend markers. Really easy coloring. So I'm using Pool Party. So I'm doing the light first. Not perfect, on purpose. And then I'm using the darker Pool Party, a couple swishes. The wing, maybe a little bit in the belly, and the tail. And then I'm going to use a little gray. This is the light smoky slate. I'll get the little belly a little bit, the wings, maybe a little bit of the head. And then I'm going to go over all of it with the light again, and that will blend the colors together. I generally do it in a circular motion. My tip is towards it's almost empty. It's on its way out. All right, so there's my bird. And then I do have a crumb cake. I figured I'll use the fine tip on this one just for his feet, or her feet, and the beak. So you can color your bird any color, but I just kind of stuck with similar colors as to what I did the card. All right, give it a second to dry. And there's also, I do have it up here, happy birthday. I think I did that. I'll show you my other card. So this one can be really for anything. Just hoping you have the best day ever. This one I put happy birthday down here, or you could stamp happy birthday up top. All right, so there are the cards. Again, if you wanted the bird in the front, you could do that. Those two are the same, so I'll just leave those two out there for you to see. But again, the stamp set, or it's actually a bundle, Country Birdhouse, and these are all the dies you get with it. So I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments. And if you need any help ordering this or anything else, just contact me. I'm at Christine@mailsomethingpretty.com, or just hop on over to mailsomethingpretty.com/shop and it'll bring you straight to the store. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.